Hello! Today I want to show you the latest addition to the platform, which is a feature allowing you to search and filter via hashtags. So you can access the hashtags filter from the keywords filter. You just do this. And for example, let's say I want to do discovery of gaming channels that do gaming and RPGs and stuff like that. So I can type something like Baldur's Gate 3, which is a new game that just came out. I can do RPG role-playing game. Now, it's very important to remember to not put any spaces in here when we do the hashtag search, because the hashtags feature does not support spaces. So let's see what comes up. I forgot to put a publish date, so let's just put in last month, but you can input whatever you like. So I got 1,200 channels, which is not bad. And as I can see, these channels are really quality gaming channels. Pretty much all of them are high quality channels. So even though I don't get a ton of results, the results I do get are very, very high quality. I don't see any news channels or any music channels. These are all channels that put these specific hashtags on their content. So this shows that I'm getting top-notch, really accurate results. And it holds when I want to check for brands. For example, if I go to brands, let's add the sponsored filter. So yeah, all of these brands are automatically recognized as gaming sponsoring brands, really high quality ones, especially the top ones, which are gaming companies. So as you can see, these are really great results, and it's only just by putting these pretty random keyword hashtags, which takes me to the next point regarding hashtags. I can also add hashtags to the content report by clicking on content. So now I have a new column in the content report, which is hashtags. So now I can see other hashtags that people used alongside the hashtags that I originally inputted. So for example, let's play. I didn't think about that hashtag. That's cool. Gamer review, pretty interesting stuff. And let's say I'm interested in exploring one of them. So I can just click on one of them, for example, let's play. And now it shows me content with this keyword. You can see it here in the filters. So this is a really fun feature to use. We've actually had this on the platform for a while, but we just released it for our users now, and I'm really excited about what I'm seeing. I think this is going to be super useful when looking for new channels or analyzing competitor channels. And another thing I wanted to show you is the updated views curve. So let's see what happens if I put, let's say, something like this. So now you can see the views curve inside the table, and it's been improved massively. Now we have the specific sampling dates. And as you can see, as I hover over it, I see the date and I see the number of views in each date. I don't need to do any calculations and open it in the sidebar. I just see it right here. So I think it's much better and much easier to use. So one of the reasons we really wanted to push the starred reports into the platform is not only for easy access to my favorite reports, usability-wise, we want to be able to send items to starred reports, even if I don't own them. And that allows me to have multiple team members work on the same report. So for example, let's say that I'm interested in these 3 channels and I want to send them to another report which I don't own, but I did star. So if I click here, as you can see, I see the starred reports right here in this drop-down menu and my own reports below that. But as you can see, these 2 are not owned by me, and yet I can still send items to them. So for example, I selected 3 channels and I can send them to, for example, this report. I could also do it to another report. I just don't want to send some noise to one of my members' actual working reports, but it works exactly the same way. So we really think this will open up a lot of usability options that were just not possible before. The next thing I want to talk about is the new dashboard page, which just underwent a big usability upgrade. All of the features that I'm going to talk about are related to the starring of reports, which is something very useful. The starring feature is similar to the starring emails feature in Gmail, making things easier to see in various places throughout the platform. So let's get into it. So as you can see in the dashboard page, I now have a few tabs where before there was only one page. And the old page was the My Reports tab that we have today, which is simply all the reports that I own. I'm the owner of them, I created them, I own them, and only I could see them up until now. What we've added is the ability to, first of all, share my reports with other members of my team. So for example, if I go to my team, I'll see the other reports. This one is owned by Pauline, which is a team member of mine. This one is owned by Jennifer. So basically, if I have more than one member in my organization with an account with ThoughtLeaders, I should be able to see the reports here in this tab, and the starring feature comes into play, like here. So for example, let's say I'm interested in Jen's new brand search report. I can easily just star it, and then all of my star reports, which could be my team members or my own, can be found in the My Starred Reports page. So this is kind of like our version of favorites. So these are those three tabs, and we also have another one called templates, which is in its initial stages, but it will certainly become much more useful. This is our first step of adding templates to the site. So for example, if you know that you want to do a channel outreach report, you don't need to start from scratch. Each template shows a different use case and can help save you time by setting you up with a number of default columns, widgets, and other elements which are ready to use and adjust specifically to your needs. You just click it, you assign a new name, you give it a description, and when you click Save, it will show up in the My Reports tab, where you can use it, star it, and/or adjust it further. So this is a quick demonstration of the new report linking feature in action. So basically what I'm going to simulate here is doing channel discovery. So let's say I'm a talent manager who's looking for new talent. And that means that I obviously don't want to see my current roster in the results. So how do I do this? Instead of adding these channels of my roster one by one and needing to update the channel discovery report every time I add roster changes, what I can do is link my roster report into this discovery report and automatically and dynamically exclude all of my roster from the results that I'm seeing. So how do I do this? I have this new button here. I click on it, and now I can choose to either include or exclude the list I'm going to pick. So we want to click exclude, and I want to exclude from my roster, right? So I can type roster, and there we go. Gen's roster monitoring, for example, and I can see I have 4 included channels. So I pick it, and now you won't see it because it's been excluded. But also automatically, whenever a new channel will be added to roster monitoring, it will not be shown in this list. And we can demonstrate this live. So let's say I want to work with this channel, and we sign them and we're happy. So I can now add it to Gen's roster monitoring. And if I refresh this page, you can see that it's no longer part of the results. So I hope this has been clear and helpful for you. And as always, if you have any questions or you'd like more information on any of our features, please do not hesitate to reach out, and one of our team members will be happy to help you out. Thanks so much for watching.